Now we're looking at 4-point lighting, which is 60 degrees up and 45 degrees out from the actor. So here we are back in our black box space. I'm going to give myself a reference line, and I'm going to go 45 degrees out from the actor. There we go. And 45 degrees out on the other side. There. So at this point, it looks much like the initial McCandless approach, right? 45 degrees out from the actor. Ultimately, one of them will be warm, one of them will be cool. Now, because we're working in arena and we have audience on all four sides, we need to make sure that the actor is equally well lit all the way around. So we need to duplicate this McCandless technique behind the actor as well. So you can see I've gone 45 degrees out, both stage right and stage left, behind the actor as well. So I'm going to have 4 units that ultimately are 90 degrees apart surrounding the actor. Now we're going to switch to section view, because we need to figure out vertically where these lights are going to go. Now, much like 3-point lighting, we need a steeper angle because we have audience all the way around, and so we want to be able to bury that light into the deck rather than shooting it into their eyes. So we're going to use 60 degrees up so that we can get that steeper angle. And again, I need to measure it both in front of the actor and behind the actor. So in this case, I'm going to be using Electrics 2 and Electric 6 when we switch back to plan view so that I know where my instruments need to go. So these are my 45 degree lines in plan view. And you can see as I add my lights, rather than using Electrics 1, which we did in the standard McCandless view, we're actually going to put it on Electric 2 and then on Electric 6 so that we can get that steeper angle. We are going to replicate the warm and cool of McCandless, but because we have lights all the way around, we do something a little bit different. We're going to do a warm, our RO2, cool, R60, and then when we switch to behind the actor, we're going to do a cool, so that when I've got a cool against my RO2, and the last unit is actually going to get a neutral, in this case R51. So that way, with my neutral light, if you have it up against a cool, it's going to appear warm, and if you have it next to a warm light, it's going to appear cool. So here I'm going to go ahead and start turning the beams on, and so you can see what the coverage is, see approximately how big that acting area is, also get a sense of the color. So here, obviously, we have our warm and our cool. If we're looking at the audience, from the audience's perspective, on stage left, we have a warm and a cool. And then finally, we add our neutral in, and that neutral, that R51, is going to serve as a warm up against those 2 cool lights. So here it is in right section and then a front view, just for your reference. And then we switch to capture, and I'm going to show you what this looks like all the way around. So view from behind, and the side, and then we'll switch back to the front view. And that is 4-point lighting.